Hi there everyone, Skip the End here with my collection update for Monday the 1st of June, and I've got about 11 games to show you, one PS1 game, 4 DS games, one 3DS game, 3 PlayStation 3 games and 2 PS4 games. So I'm going to start with the PlayStation game, and that is The Adventures of Alondra. Now I found this on eBay for around £15, and this is sort of RPG in the style of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Those games like Link Between Worlds as well. And you play as this girl called Alondra who's travelling by a sort of pirate ship, and then something goes wrong, and you have to sort of try and piece together what's going on, and you sort of have sort of given clues on how to achieve puzzles in the game through like your dreams, and you sort of try and figure it out that way, and it's kind of cool actually. So yeah, it's the gameplay is very similar to Link to the Past if you ever played that. It's not a sort of turn-based RPG; it's more sort of real-time one. And yeah, I'm liking it so far. I haven't played too much, but yeah, so far so good. I paid around sort of £10 to £15 on eBay, so not too bad. Now, recently I've been playing this game, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Around halfway through it, and I'm really liking it. Now, I've played the first 3 Phoenix Wright games before, but I've never played a Professor Layton game, so thanks to this game, I went out and got all the Professor Layton games on the DS. The Curious Village I got for around £2 in Oxfam charity shop. Pandora's Box and The Lost Future I got for £4 and £5 respectively at CEX, and I also got the Spectre's Call on eBay via like Argos for around £4 as well. Although there was an option to do the whole like click and collect thing, but I was sort of working at the time, so I didn't really have the time to do that. So I just like paid the extra money to have it like sent to my address. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing these because I've been playing the Professor Layton parts on versus Phoenix Wright, and I like those segments. So I'm looking forward to playing all these games, and yeah, seeing if the series is as good as people say it is. I mean, it's developed by Level 5, and I love their games like Dark Cloud and Ni no Kuni, Rogue Galaxy, all those, so I should enjoy it. Next up we have Kirby Triple Deluxe. This was one I also bought on eBay via Argos' store for around £23, and I figured it'd be worth it because I've heard a lot of good things about this, and I played through the first world so far, and yeah, I have to agree it's really good. I've never actually played a Kirby game before, if you could believe it. I've been gaming since like 1990, and I've never played a Kirby game. That's quite something. But yeah, I can see why people love this series. Very, very fun. Not really that challenging, but you just have a blast playing it and sort of unlocking different abilities that you can sort of suck up and use as your own. And yeah, the environment's all sort of very vibrant and colourful, and the music's superb as well. And the gameplay is solid, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I hope that it gets better as the game goes along. Okay, next up I went into game, and I got 3 games for the price of 2. I did finally get a new copy of Driver San Francisco with the black original disc, which is quite good. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which I've heard a lot of good things about, and I did actually play this a few years ago at the Eurogamer Expo. Although I wasn't very good at it, quite frankly. There's like an opening section where you're on a beach, and there's like this stairway you can sort of chop up, and I did that, and I couldn't actually get out of the area, so I had to sort of restart and try again. But yeah, I feel that it's interesting sort of spin-off to the Metal Gear series, and yeah, I think the combat sort of plays really well, and it's by Platinum Games, and they made stuff like Bayonetta and Vanquish, and I love those games, and I'm sure I'll enjoy this one as well. And the last game I got is one of my absolute favourites of the last generation. I did play this on the 360. I think I got the full gamer score on the 360 actually, so I ended up playing through it 3 times, and that is Shadows of the Damned. This is a third person shooter slash action game from Suda51, who also made Killer 7 and Lollipop Chainsaw. And for me, this is the best game he's made, in my opinion, because I just feel everything about this game is borderline perfect. The gameplay, the visual style just looks fantastic. The story is just so messed up, and the voice acting is pretty solid as well. And I just love the sort of dark tone about it. It's not the most sort of pleasant of environments, and there's a lot of homages to old movies like Ghostbusters and Evil Dead, and I just feel that those are sort of really nice touches as well. So, but yeah, if you haven't played this, I highly recommend you do so. It's definitely one of the hidden gems of the last generation, and more people should talk about it. It's that good. Okay, and the final 2 games on PS4. First one is Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. This is the original Dark Souls 2 with a few tweaks, plus all the free DLCs, I believe it is, that was released on the last gen versions. And I played this for an hour or so, and I like it. Not as much as Bloodborne. I feel that my sort of style of play suits better towards a game like Bloodborne as opposed to this, but that doesn't mean that I don't like it. I do enjoy the Souls games too. It's just I'm not like the best at them, so I do have to go through a lot of trial and error in order to get good at the game. So, but yeah, it's pretty good so far. Not quite as much as the first Souls game, but yeah, it's still solid. And finally, I bought The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, I did actually play the second one. I never played the first one because that was PC only, but the second one I did play on 360 when it was remade from the PC version. And yeah, I really like the visuals, the characters, the character development, the story, the atmosphere. The only thing wasn't too keen on was the combat itself, and not really a lot seems to have changed from that from the previous game. So I am struggling with it a little bit in terms of the combat sections, but the actual story and Geralt, the main character in general, just I can't help but keep playing just to see how the story unfolds. So yeah, The Witcher 3 is it's good. It's not. I personally prefer, in terms of games of this year released so far, I definitely prefer Bloodborne over this. But yeah, this is still damn good as well. Okay, and that's it for my games I picked up recently for Monday, June the 1st. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hope to see you next time. This is Skip to the End, signing off.